If you're new to the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, the red bell subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell. You can see that all, turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post awesome videos about PowerPoint, Excel, and Word, you will be among the first to be notified. So just go to Pure Class, welcome to my channel. You can see that. So turn on the bell notification and give all the videos likes. Thanks.
In today's video, we are going to be looking at how to delete duplicate data in Microsoft Excel. The previous video we talked about how to identify duplicate data in Microsoft Excel. I'll leave a link in the description below for you to watch that video if you haven't seen it. So also, now let's dive into the video. We want to look at how to delete duplicate files, duplicate data in Microsoft Excel worksheet. Now, if you look at this, we have George Bennett, we have Ann Jones. Ann Jones, you can see it appears twice, but this is France 38, 38. So this is the duplicate, so we have to delete it. We also have Johnson Anna, Sweden 37, Johnson Anna, Belgium, different person. Johnson Anna, Sweden 37, same person, so it's a duplicate, and so on. So what we're going to do now, we're going to look at how to delete the duplicate. You can see we've seen two duplicates already. We've seen two duplicates. Let's see if we can get another one. Brian Green Island 50, Brian Green Island 50. So 3 duplicates. You can see that. Let's check for another one. And Jones 26 and Jones. So we haven't seen it. There's 3 duplicate files now. George Bennett is Switzerland 48. George Bennett, Switzerland 48. You can see that. So we have 4 duplicate files. So we want to look at how we can delete these 4 duplicate files. How we can delete duplicate data in Microsoft Excel worksheet. Remember that you can have a long list of rows, thousands of rows. You can't keep on using your eyes to identify these duplicate data. So all you need to do is to select the data, and copy it. So we're going to paste it in the space for the method 1, because I'm going to use 2 methods to show you how to delete duplicate data, and I'm going to explain the difference between the 2 methods. So we're going to select this. I'm going to expand this a little. Okay, so with this now, so I select the method 1, highlight the data. Once you highlight the data, you move to Data tab. This is the Data tab. You move to Data tab. Once you click on Data tab, you go to Data Tools. Data Tools. In Data Tools, you see all the tools available in Data Tools. You click on this Remove Duplicate symbol. Remove duplicates. So this is the symbol for remove duplicates. You click on it. Once you click on it, it's going to ask you if your data has a header. If your table has a header, these are the header: name, country, and age. If it has a header, you must check this box. If it does not have a header, you deselect the box. So if you want to remove duplicate only on the names, you select only name and deselect others. But in this case, we want to consider the 3, the name, country, and age, because they are dependent on each other in this case. So we're going to select that and click on what? OK. Now you can see 4 duplicate values found and removed. 12 unique values remain. If you remember vividly, when we looked at the original data, we noticed that we have 4 duplicate data. So we'll click on what? OK. So we have deleted the duplicates and left the what? Unique data using this method. So we're going to look at the second method. We're going to look at the second method. I'll call it method 2. So I'll call it method 2. Method 2, what you need to do is to go back to the original data. Click on the original data, any of the cell. Click on any of the cell in the original data and go to Data tab. Go to Data tab. Once you go to data tab, this time you're not going to go to Data Tools. Rather, you go to Get and Transform Data. Get and Transform Data. So you can click here to get data from different sources, but in this case, we want to focus on from table and range. So you click on from table and range. Okay, using the Power Query. So we're using the Power Query method. Method 2 is Power Query method. So once you click on from table, it's going to get the Power Query interface for you. So it's loading up, it's loading up, it's loading up, loading up. Here it is. So this is the Power Query interface for you. This is the chain source and the chain type. So this is the name of the table. Though we didn't give it a name. So what you need to do first is the first column is being selected. So you hold down your shift key and press on the last column. Now once you've done that, on top of the table, on top of, you right click. Once you right click, you click on remove duplicates. You can see that remove duplicates. Once you click on remove duplicates, you get your unique data. Now if you see that, you've seen it, that it is being removed, the duplicates have been removed. In this case, you can notice what happened. Okay, we're going to see what happened. So once you've done that, we're going to come over to close and load. Close and load. Click on the drop down arrow. You see close and load, but I want to load it in a specific place. So I'll click on close and load to. Once you click on close and load to, it's going to bring out a dialog box for you. Okay, waiting, it's loading up, kind of not responding, but we'll have to wait a little. Okay, now look at it. Select how you want to view this data in your workbook. So I want to view it as a table, and I want to view it in the current worksheet. So I'm going to select where I want it to be. This sheet, okay, sorry. So I'm going to select this space here. Okay. So I'm going to select click here. Then we'll click on what? Okay. All right, it's loading up. All right, you can see that. So we'll have the table here. So we'll have extra row in the table. If you notice, we have extra row in the table. This extra row shows that something happened. If you can identify it, drop it down in the comment section if you can identify what added and why. Okay, now let's just go straight to the you can look at Johnson Anna. Johnson Anna is here, Johnson Anna is here. If you look at this, we have just two Johnson Anna here. Johnson Anna, we have this Johnson Anna Belgium, we have this Johnson Anna Sweden. But if you come over here, you see you have Johnson Anna Belgium, we have Johnson Anna Sweden, we also have Johnson Anna Sweden again. And this Johnson Anna Sweden and this is one person. The only difference is that this particular one is case sensitive. The Power Query is what? Case sensitive. The Power Query is case sensitive. So see that we're going to click on, since we've noticed that this and the Power Query is case sensitive, so we need to take an additional step so that it can get the same result with the first method. So we have to go and click on the table, double click on it. You double click on it. Once you double click on it, it takes you back to the Power Query editor. So here is the Power Query editor. Okay, so you have to go back to change type. Remember, it's under remove duplicates. We have to go back to the change type. Click on change type. It brings us back to our original data. So once you've done that, you need to transform this data. You select it, shift. Okay, then you go to transform. Click on transform. So we want to try and make all the names to have the same case, either uppercase, lowercase, or sentence case, or capitalized issue word. So we have to make sure it has the same case before we can be able to remove the duplicates. So once we've done that, we come to format. Click on format. Let's use capitalized issue word. Click on that. Click on insert. So everything now has the first name to be in capital letter. So once you've done that, you come back to this place and click on remove duplicates. Click on remove duplicates. Once you do that, you get your result. Now you don't need to go back to home and click on load again. You just come over here and close it. It's going to have an effect in your editor. So do you want to keep your changes? Yes, keep it, keep changes, and now it reflects. You can see that we now have 12 rows. Now you can see that. So the Power Query method is case sensitive, while the first method is not what? Case sensitive. It treats everything as the same, but the Power Query is case sensitive. Then another thing we should notice is this. So if we come over here, come to the original data, let's add something. Let's add a name. Let's copy this to know whether it's going to make effect. Okay, copy this and paste it here. Okay, so you see it does not make any effect using the first method. The first method does not recognize that additional row was added to the original data. But let's look at the Power Query. The Power Query, you need to refresh it. Once you refresh, it's going to make an effect. It's loading up. Okay, it's still going to give you 12 rows because it's a duplicate. So let's add a new one. Let's add another. Control V. Let's copy this. Copy. Add. Control V. Let's change this to 76. Okay. Okay, the first method does not show any effect. The second method, we're going to refresh it. Click on it, refresh. You can see that it comes up. George Bennett, Switzerland, 76. So the Power Query is actually the best in case if you're adding additional rows to the data. It's advisable to use the Power Query. But if you're not, you can use the first method. But if you're sure you're going to add additional row, you use the Power Query. Remember that in Power Query, you have to make it to have the same case. So it's case sensitive. Power Query is case sensitive, but the first method is not case sensitive. So this is basically the two methods that you can use to delete duplicate data in Microsoft Excel worksheet. Thank you.